Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Going to be giving you an update on some transfer news. So reportedly Manchester United make a formal offer for David Alaba. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge, who is the Bayern Munich CEO, he has said that David Alaba will leave on a 3. Now, City are also interested in him. They've made a formal offer. Chelsea are also interested in him. Real Madrid and Barcelona, I think are interested. Now, Bayern Munich have been in contract talks with David Alaba. I think Bayern Munich were willing to give him a pay rise, and they was willing to offer him £200,000 a week, but he wasn't satisfied with this. He's on around £150,000 a week at the moment. Alaba has been at Bayern Munich for several years. He has played over 400 games for them in all competitions, and he's won around 20 major honours. And he is the Austrian Footballer of the Year. Obviously, before he was at Bayern Munich, he was at Austria Vienna. He also had a loan spell with Hoffenheim. Alaba is the age of 28, so he is highly experienced. He's predominantly a centre-half or a left-back, but before he's been deployed as a central midfielder, and he's been deployed on the left wing and the right wing. So would you take him at Manchester United? Do let me know. Now, I want to delve into some news on Jack Grealish. So, according to recent reports, Man United are going to go in for Jack Grealish in January. Manchester City, I think, are also going to go in for him in January. So, Man United and Man City are going to put bids in for him. And it also says that Liverpool have now entered the race, because they're seeing Grealish as a replacement for Mohamed Salah, because Salah is reportedly unhappy at Liverpool. Now, don't forget, we went in for Jack Grealish during the summer transfer window, but Villa said that they wanted around £80 million, so their valuation put us off. And plus, we had concerns about where he would fit in the team. Now, Jack Grealish, don't forget, is banned from driving for around 9 months. Back in September, he signed a 5-year contract with Aston Villa. Up until this point, he's spent the entirety of his career with Villa. I think now, reflecting on his good performances, Villa value him at around £100 million. So that's the breaking news on him. Now, according to Dyro Extra, negotiations are at an advanced stage for Moises Caicedo. So I think there's a good chance now Man United will sign him. I think AC Milan and RB Leipzig have also been interested. Now, Moises Caicedo plays for Independiente de Val. He obviously made his debut around 14 months ago. Independiente del Val value him at just over £5 million, and it did say they would demand a 20% sell-on clause. But I've just actually read up, it says that, we could get him for like 4.5 million and we'll offer him a 5-year contract. Caicedo is a defensive midfielder. He did play for Ecuador in their 4-2 win against Uruguay, was it, back in October, and he actually scored in that game. He is only the age of 19. So that's the breaking news on him. Now, Amad Diallo Traore is set to complete his move to Manchester United in January. He received his Italian passport not so long ago. That was confirmed by Fabrizio Romano. Now, we got Amad Diallo Traore on deadline day in the summer. We got him for like 25 million euros. But I think there could be like 15 million euros in add-ons. So it could total up to like 40 million euros. I don't actually know if he's going to immediately get into the first team. We've obviously got Facundo Pellistri. He has been playing for the under-23s, but he's not yet made his first team debut. We paid £9 million for Facundo Pellistri from Penarol, didn't we? So yeah. But we have changed our transfer strategy. And it is good that we are making plans for next year. We have revealed our transfer plans. Like I've mentioned, we are looking to strengthen in 4 positions. We're looking to get a right winger in. We're looking to get a centre-half in, a defensive midfielder and a right back. And Ed Woodward has come out several times to support Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Despite the fact that we enjoyed a poor start to the season and despite us getting knocked out of the Champions League. But Ole does deserve more backing at the football club because during the summer transfer window he wasn't backed enough. We missed out on all of his priority targets, but none of our managers have been backed enough since Sir Alex Ferguson left the club. And this is one of the main reasons why the board's been one of the biggest problems at the club for several years. Ole has already spent over £200 million since he became Manchester United manager. He's endured four transfer windows at the club, so the January transfer window will be his 5th transfer window as Manchester United manager. We're obviously going to focus on the outgoings next year as well as the incomings, because there's still deadwood in the squad that we need to get rid of. I think the players that will leave next year will be Jesse Lingard, Marcus Rojo, Phil Jones, Romero. Romero is now our 3rd choice goalkeeper. I think we'll also get rid of Matic. Could sell Juan Mata. There's obviously been rumours of Daniel James leaving. There's been rumours of Brandon Williams going out on loan. Brandon Williams is now our 3rd choice left back following the arrival of Alex Telles. And obviously earlier on in the season there was rumours of Dean Henderson going out on loan, and obviously a lot of United fans are expecting Paul Pogba to leave next summer. Now, Roy Keane has recently said that Manchester United can challenge Liverpool for the Premier League title. This was after our 6-2 win against Leeds. Keane said, over the past few months we have been criticised, particularly over our home record. And obviously Roy Keane has obviously criticised our defenders, and obviously he's criticised our goalkeeper because obviously we are still leaking goals. Ole has said a few times this season that Manchester United can win the Premier League. But he said after the 6-2 win against Leeds that you can't talk about a title bid until like March. You know, we are sitting third in the Premier League, and plus we have got a game in hand. We haven't won the Premier League since 2013, so we haven't... Charlie, what? Alright. Alright. So we haven't won it now for around 8 years, like I said. I think there's quite a few Manchester United fans now that are changing their perception on Solskjaer. And they're starting to believe he is the right manager for Manchester United. Because I have been saying, haven't I, that Ollie's not the right man for the job. And I've been saying like he's out of his depth at the football club. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's priority is leading the club to long-term success. I think our squad is good enough to finish in the top 4. And I think it's good enough to win a trophy. And if we can finish in the top 4 this season, and if we can win a trophy, I think that would represent a very good season for Man United. Then that would give us something to build on. Ollie's got a contract with Man United until 2022. You know, this is his second full season at the club. You know, he's been in charge of the club now for just over 2 years. Not so long ago, it was his 2-year anniversary at Manchester United. He did well last season in his first full season. You know, he got his qualification for the Champions League, guided us to 3 semi-finals, and he also got us 3rd place. And I have said to you that his decision-making does concern me in a lot of the games he has managed at Man United. But there's been some games where his decision-making has been very, very good. So we've got to credit Ollie for that. He hasn't got that proven pedigree as a manager because obviously before he came to us, he was at Molde. He won a few Norwegian titles at Molde. And before he was at Molde, he was at Cardiff. And he enjoyed a very, very short tenure at Cardiff. He got sacked from Cardiff because he ended up getting Cardiff relegated. But reflecting now on his being at Man United now, he's gained that managerial experience and he has learned quite a bit. He's not under any pressure at the moment. You know, he has been under pressure quite a few times since he got appointed in though. And obviously there has been talks of Mauricio Pochettino coming in to replace him. There's obviously been talks of Massimiliano Allegri coming in. A few weeks ago, Julian Nagelsmann was on our agenda. At one point, Thomas Tuchel was on our agenda. We've been very, very good away from home. You know, when we beat Sheffield United last Thursday, we became the first team to win 6 successive away games after conceding first in a single Premier League season. And we've won our last 10 away games in a row in the Premier League. So what we're doing away from home, we've got to start replicating that at home. And yes, we had a fantastic win against Leeds, beat them 6-2. I think that's our biggest win this season, yet it will be in the Premier League. We've won 2 games now at Old Trafford in the Premier League this season. Don't forget, we was enjoying our worst start at Old Trafford for around 50 years. Like I've said to you, no manager at Manchester United, or no manager in general, will replicate Sir Alex Ferguson's legacy. Or they won't last as long as Ferguson did. You know, Ferguson endured, 27 years at Manchester United, won a total of 38 major honours, including 13 Premier League titles. But Ferguson didn't settle in straight away because he didn't win out in his first 4 years at the club. But, you know, I still think we can get back being competitive. I really, really do. In the last 8 years, something like that, you know, we have sacked 3 managers since Ferguson left. And that was David Moyes, Louis van Gaal and Jose Mourinho. We've only won 4 trophies since Ferguson left. And that was the FA Cup under Van Gaal and the Europa League, the League Cup and the Community Shield under Jose Mourinho. We've spent over £1 billion on players in the last 8 years. and we've bought around 36 players in since Sir Alex Ferguson left. Under the David Moyes era, we brought Fellaini and Maturin. Under Louis van Gaal era, we brought the likes of Schneidlin in, Sebastian Schweinsteiger, Falcao, Memphis Depay, Herrera, Romero, Valdez, Martial Shaw. They're still here. Darmian, Rojo. So yeah, they're a lot of the players we brought in under Louis van Gaal. And Jose Mourinho, he recommended 11 players into the club. The vast majority of this team is Jose Mourinho's. Isn't it? Now, like I've said to you, we have got good players in our team. I've got to say that Marcus Rashford, he's very, very good. Rashford was unlucky not to get his name on the score sheet against Leeds. Rashford is a player that likes to get runs in behind. I think his hold-up plays better. He scores goals. But I just think we need to keep Marcus Rashford out wide because that's where he's more effective. A few times we have played him centrally. Rashford has been part of the club for several years. He's been a United player since the age of 7 and he's been in our senior squad since 2016. So he's been in our senior squad now for a good 4 years or so. It recently said that we'd offered Marcus Rashford, or we're gonna offer Marcus Rashford a 5-year contract worth around £300,000 a week. I think we're offering him this in the new year. Rashford's current contract runs until 2023 with an option of a further year. And at the moment, he's on around £200,000 a week. I think Bruno Fernandes is very, very good. He is our best player. He has made a difference in the team. Fernandes has been at Manchester United now for almost a year. Or is it a year? I think he's created more chances than any other player in the Premier League this season. Fernandes recently scored 2 goals against Leeds, also got an assist. Won Player of the Month for November. He's won that now quite a few times. We paid £47 million for him from Sporting Lisbon back in January. Fernandes did say though, didn't he, that he came to Manchester to win trophies. Donny van der Beek, he's also a good player. He's only made 2 starts so far this season in the Premier League, and that was obviously against West Ham. And he made his full Premier League debut against Southampton. I think Donny van der Beek looks more effective in a deeper role. You can play him in 3 different roles, can't you though? We paid £40 million for him from Ajax. I think Edison Cavani, he's also good, and Cavani has enjoyed a fantastic start to his Man United career. Obviously, Cavani has been injured. Don't forget, Cavani was charged by the FA for misconduct with the racist comment that he put on social media last month. Now, Cavani's got until the 4th of January to respond to these charges. And he said if he is found guilty, he could be given, or will be given, at least a 3-match ban. I said when we got Cavani, he will be the next Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I think also Mason Greenwood is a good player. He's done well recently. Greenwood didn't play any part though against Leeds. Don't forget Greenwood's had personal issues this season. Also had a few injuries, and at one point he was out with illness. Ollie's been defending Mason Greenwood a lot this season. This is his 2nd season in our senior squad. And at the start of this season, we're giving that number 11 shirt. I think Anthony Martial's been quite good recently. He put a good performance out against Leeds. Obviously got 2 assists and he won the penalty. He had a couple of chances as well that he should have converted. I thought he had a good game against Sheffield United. For the vast majority of this season though, Martial has been out of form because he hasn't been clinical enough in front of goal. Last season Martial was good. And he was good in his debut season under the Louis van Gaal era. Martial's enjoyed a good 5 years or so now at Manchester United. Got him in a deal worth, like, what, £58 million, and we paid like £36 million up front. He's enjoyed a good 5 years or so now at the football club. Solskjaer was the one that gave him that number 9 shirt. I think McTominay's good. There's been games where he has been not good, but there's games where he's played good as well. McTominay scored twice against Leeds, was 2-0 up in the first 3 minutes, and he also got an assist. It looked like Paul Scholes, didn't it, McTominay? Let's be honest. McTominay has been at Manchester United now for several years. Was it just after the first lockdown? He signed a 5-year contract with Manchester United. I've got to say, Fred's been very good this season. He showed good attacking intent. His defensive contributions been good. At times he's dictated the play well. You know, Fred's been at the club now a few years. We paid £47 million for him from Shakhtar Donetsk. To Paul Pogba's credit, he's been very, very good recently. He didn't play any part against Leeds, did Paul Pogba. But Paul Pogba impressed me against Sheffield United, played a part in one of the goals. His movement impressed me. Threaded some good balls through. I thought he was pretty good against Man City as well the other week, even though it was a 0-0 draw. Very good against RB Leipzig, came on and made an impact, scored in that one. Scored in the 3-1 win against West Ham. Very good. He was very good against West Ham, actually. That was his first start in the Premier League for over a month. Pogba's just come back from an ankle injury not too long ago. Ollie did confirm that ankle injury was totally comparison to the one that he had last season. Don't forget, Solskjaer recently warned Paul Pogba that nobody is bigger than Manchester United. Don't forget, the other week, Solskjaer was reportedly furious with Mino Raiola, Pogba's agent, because Mino Raiola made an announcement just before the RB Leipzig game saying that Paul Pogba's time at Man United is over, and he said he's got no intentions of signing a new contract, and he said he's unhappy and he has to leave, and he said it was likely he was going to leave in January. Then he made a fresh statement, Mino Raiola, saying that it's unlikely now he'll leave in January and he can leave next summer, Paul Pogba. You know, Paul Pogba has had a long-running transfer saga. He's been relentlessly linked with a return to Juventus. Swap deals have been high on the agenda. Real Madrid have been relentlessly linked with him. Barcelona, PSG and Inter Milan have been in for him before. This is his 5th season at Manchester United since he rejoined. He's won 3 trophies at the club. That were the Europa League, the League Cup and the Community Shield. He's made over 100 appearances for the club in all competitions. Don't forget, Pogba endured a difficult time under the Jose Mourinho era, but so too did all our top players. He's our most expensive signing at the moment because we paid £89 million for him. Don't forget, earlier on this season we triggered that 1-year extension on his contract, so he's under contract with Man United until June 2022. As far as I'm aware, there's been no talks over getting him a long-term contract at the club. It recently said that we'd lowered our asking price for him and we will accept as low as £50 million. So that's a breaking news. That's that on Paul Pogba. I think Luke Shaw's also been good. My own element of concern about Luke Shaw is injury prone. Just come back from a hamstring problem not so long ago. Now he's injured again, I think, because Ollie's confirmed that he went off in the Leeds game, Luke Shaw. You know, Luke Shaw's endured a good 6 years or so at the football club. Paid £30 million him from Southampton back in 2014, Luke Shaw. I think Alex Telles, he's enjoyed a fantastic start to his Man United career. He's only had one bad game, and that was the RB Leipzig one when we lost 3-2. We got Telles in a deal worth 15.4 million. I think Harry Maguire has been good in quite a few games this season where he's been very effective in the air and he showed that ability to play out from the back. And he's been good from set pieces. But there's been games where he hasn't been so good. You know, he's looked too exposed at the back. He's made mistakes. My concern about Maguire is that he is static. And like I said, he does make mistakes. Certainly wasn't worth the £80 million that we paid for him. He's the most expensive centre-half in the world at the moment, and he is our current captain, Harry Maguire. But it's good to see him bounce back from his early season troubles, isn't it? I think Eric Bailly's good, but he seldom plays now, Eric Bailly. He seldom plays. I think the last time he played for us was our 6-1 loss to Tottenham. He's always injured. Lindelof can be good when he wants to be, and he's proven that recently. You know, he did get his name on the score sheet against Leeds, didn't he? Surprisingly. And Wan-Bissaka, I think he's also been good in games this season. There's been games where he hasn't been so good, though. We've got concerns about, you know, his lack of attacking intent in his distribution, but when he's playing well, he can get in good positions. He can put good crosses into the box. And Wan-Bissaka scored one goal for the football club, and that was in the 4-1 win against Newcastle earlier on in the season. This is his second season at Man United. We got him in a deal worth £50 million from Palace in the summer of 2019. I think De Gea's been good in some games this season where he's made fantastic saves. He made, was it 2 or 3 good saves to deny Rafinha against Leeds. You know, this is David De Gea's 10th season at the football club, so he has been a long servant. And he's made over 500 appearances for us in all competitions. And I did say, didn't I, De Gea will remain our number one for this present time and probably for the rest of this season. Juan Mata's impressed me in some of the games he's played in this season as well. You know, Juan Mata's enjoyed a good career at Man United. He's enjoyed a good 6 years or so at the club. We got him in a deal worth £40 million from Chelsea back in 2014. He scored 50 goals for Man United in over 200 appearances in all competitions. Earlier on this season, he rejected an £18 million a year contract offer to play in Saudi Arabia. You know what I mean? So, there you go. On my next video, I will be giving you my reaction to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's press conference ahead of the game against Everton tomorrow. So anyway guys, that's everything to update for today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon.